Happy Satanic New Year, everyone. Yeah, I said happy Satanic New Year. I'm now about to destroy more of your dreams with what the New Year is really all about, because it is completely satanic. It's a ritual, and it's so plain and obvious that if you don't know it already, as I show it to you, you will get it unless you're really not there at all. Okay, look, there's a clock. There's another clock there. Okay, not being patronising, but this one's got the ordinary English style numerals on there. This one's got the Roman numerals on it. Okay, and two different versions of how you could write 7 and 8. Because there's actually no hard and fast rule, and it's witchcraft we're talking about here, and they do things forwards and backwards. Okay, so 12 o'clock. 1 second past 12 o'clock, I can hear a firework outside. 1 second past 12 o'clock, everyone starts jumping up and down and celebrating the New Year. Yeah? Okay, just a moment. It's New Year's Day now, 1 second past 12. How can it possibly be New Year's Day when it's 1 second past 12 o'clock, which is the middle of the night? So you've got a beginning of the night, you've got an end of the night, and you've got a middle of the night. Got it? So that's the middle of the night. So 1 second past the middle of the night is considered to be New Year's Day, because anything after the middle of the night, 1 second past, or 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, it's called 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. But how can it be 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, or any o'clock in the morning unless the sun has actually risen? Because that's the morning, is it not? Because you celebrate New Year's Day in the middle of the night, which is also called what? The witching hour. Right. So I think that proves that it is a pagan festival that you are celebrating, because you start jumping up and down at 1 second past 12, shouting Happy New Year, which means that it's New Year's Day. And even if you disagree with that, remember, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. This isn't my opinion, this is how a clock works, this is how time works. Let's transpose time to Greek. Horus. Horus is the devil. So you see, the hours are named after the devil, and 12 o'clock in the middle of the night, you believe that it's New Year's Day because you've been told it is, but it's not day, because there's day and there's night. And 1 second past 12 is not the day, because the day is defined by the sun rising. It is a pagan festival, and all the revelry surrounding it, which you consider to just to be fun, is part of the pagan revelry. Remember, if you're a Christian, God says not to get involved in riotous parties, you know, all that sort of stuff. But that is what happens on New Year's Day, and Christians all join in. Not all Christians, but a lot join in. Okay, we're all guilty of it, whether we know it or not, because we're doing it. And if I was to define the so-called law in the UK, it said that ignorance of the law is no excuse, which basically means they can make any law that they like without telling you, and therefore you will go and do what you've always done normally, and suddenly it's a crime, and it's no excuse that you did not know. Well, I think that's a little bit off, myself personally, so now you know. Okay, you are participating in a pagan religious festival celebrating the devil, because it's based upon time, Greek, that is Horus. There goes another firework, which means that more Sadducees, which means business people, have just made more money, and the more of those bangs in the sky, the more of those that they will make. Like Jesus Christ said, beware of the yeast of the Sadducees, the Pharisees and the Sadducees. And the Pharisees are the aristocrats, the Sadducees are the business people. And they turned this into a big business where you pay as they celebrate, and they get richer, and you spend your money and you participate in the Satanic festival, which is convincing you that the day is the night. You are in fact celebrating the first night of the new year. Is there any way that I can possibly drum that into you? If you're looking at this on what you think is New Year's Day, just gone past 12, look outside. Is it light outside? It's night. Is it not? It's not the day. You are celebrating the first night of the new year at the witching hour. And you have joined in with the pagan revelry, the pagan traditions, which are what? Drinking, sex, because it's New Year, yeah? Drugs, whatever you're doing out there because it's New Year, you're participating in the pagans' celebration. It is their celebration. They celebrate the New Year. Is there any mention of celebrating the New Year in the Holy Bible? Not as far as I know. If you can find it, please let me know, because I would love to be educated, because I don't recall ever seeing that, unless of course it's called by another name and I don't know about it. But this is a pagan festival based upon pagan worship, and the whole thing is satanic, and you are celebrating the first night of the new year, and you're making resolutions, which means you're binding yourself to a contract to do something during that year, and you're doing it at the time of the witching hour. You're participating in pagan ritual, magic and worship. My advice is, don't do it. I haven't wished anyone a so-called Happy New Year, because I'm not going to celebrate the first night of the new year at the witching hour and bind myself with new things to do during that year, and thereby participate in their chanting, jabbering and their magic. I would rather listen to God than listen to the racket outside and get attracted to it. And in the name of Jesus, I hope that you pay attention to what it is that you are involving yourselves with, because this world is run by the devil, and God has already told you that.